Go, darling. Go, girl. When your dog, my dog, everybody's dog runs, it uses all the muscles in its body because it's got legs and it's got, well, 4 of those. Isn't that exciting? As humans, we've got 2 legs and 2 arms. A lot of people separate their exercise program into legs and arms, upper body, lower body. And I always ask this very logical question: why do we split program? Why do we exercise one part of the body and then the next day do another part of the body? And the reason I'm always asking that logical question is most gym programs progress to a split program. So there's a big question to be asked: what fires up all the muscles in your body? Your endocrine system, your central nervous system, whether you are using your upper body, your lower body, your little finger or your little toe, that gets fired up by both of those systems. And if they are not recovered, if they're still tired from your last workout, then your next workout's not going to be very effective because the 2 firing mechanisms are not working. The electricity and the power is not as powerful as it could be. So the first thing is we have to recover from every workout, our endocrine system and our central nervous system. That's number 1. Then everything we do, and I'll use an example, if I'm going to pick something up off the ground, technically if I do a squat movement, people talk about that's a leg exercise or a bum exercise or quads and hamstrings, calves, glute max, glute medius. But if I pick something up off the ground, I can't pick that up without using my hands, my lower arm, my upper arm, my shoulders. Obviously I'm using my abdominals and my lower back, otherwise I'd fall over. So my endocrine system and my central nervous system is firing up all of those muscles. So my prime mover might be my quads, hamstrings and glutes, but I'm still using all the little muscles. Now here comes a really important question. What gets tired first, the big muscles or the little ones? And obviously, and I always use this example, if I've got a chain and I've got a little link in the chain and I've got a big link in the chain, the big link, it doesn't matter how big or strong that is, if I want to pull something with that chain, I'm limited by the strength of that little link. So if I'm picking up something off the ground, again I'll use that example, but I'm using my arms, my shoulders, my abdominals, my lower back, they're all getting used. They're the little muscles in the big exercise. So they have to recover, and the important part of any exercise program, of course, is what result do you want? Why are you doing this exercise? Now, some people I know just go to the gym for fun. They go because it's a cultural experience. They go to look at themselves in the mirror. I share that because people share that with me. Rowie, I love seeing all those big mirrors in the gym. Or they take photos of themselves, or they socialise. But whatever reason you're going to the gym, if it's got anything to do with getting results come from resting, not from training. So yes, I've got to train really hard, but in the gym I break down muscle fibre, it becomes weaker, I go into a catabolic state. Then I have to recover from the workout, regenerate, super compensate, get stronger, and then I'm going to get the result, because when I go again to lift again, I can overload heavier than last time, so that's going to give me my result. So if I want to get stronger, if I want to get bigger, if I want to have a faster metabolism, if I want to have more energy, if I want to have a brain that works effectively because I've got muscles that send messages to my brain to say we need to be stronger for next time, I've got to recover from my workout, from my catabolic state, from my broken muscles. I've got to recover from that and get stronger. Now, if I just use my legs, you can't just use your legs. You've got to use your fingers and your arms and your shoulders and your lower back and your abdominals to lift something. So when do the little muscles recover? If the next day when I go to the gym, I do a pushing movement, for example, which still uses my abdominals, my back, my forearms, my upper arms, my shoulders, when do they get to recover? And more importantly, I'll ask again, when does my endocrine system and my central nervous system get to recover? And you know that you haven't recovered from your workout if you feel tired, lethargic, you can't be bothered, you don't really want to go. And a lot of people force themselves to go, but they haven't recovered. Their central nervous system, their firing mechanism hasn't recovered. So once you start breaking your exercise program into little pieces, there are lots of risks as to whether or not you're going to get the result that you want, and a lot of risk that you're going to get injured, because the muscle that's been overused, even if it's a safe exercise, is more likely to get injured because it hasn't recovered, it's still broken. So the last part of that, of course, is most people don't like to exercise. So I'm not talking about the fanatics that go to the gym all the time and they often train with a sore shoulder or a sore knee or a sore back because they don't care about their injury, they just want to train. But 9 out of 10 people, and that statistic hasn't changed, 9 out of 10 people don't want to exercise. And even if they do have an exercise program, they find every excuse not to do it. And the biggest excuse that people use, of course, is time. I don't have time. So if somebody's got an exercise program that they could do in one session, but you split it into 3 sessions over the week, so they've got to go to the gym 3 times a week, they've got to lift 3 times a week to get the same result, wouldn't it be irresponsible as an exercise professional if time is the number one excuse? But the biggest rule for exercise professionals is that I'm not going to hurt my client. And if I'm not giving my client enough time to recover, and not the big muscles, they've got plenty of time to recover. My quads will recover if I train them once a week. But what about my shoulders? And we break our body into even smaller pieces, the bicep, front of the arm, tricep, back of your arm. Why do we do that? And that's all I'm asking. If you want to get results, rather than just follow the crowd like a sheeple, rather than just read a magazine or follow a social media influencer or do what everybody else has been doing for years and years, why not ask the question, why would I do this and how does it work? And if it takes a long time, if there's more chance of injury or higher risk of injury, and if the workout itself takes a long time, people are less likely to do it. If I have to go more often, people are less likely to do it. If I don't get results really fast, people are less likely to do it. So should an exercise program do, as I always ask, 4 things. Give you a stack of energy, help you perform at your best, you look good in the mirror, you love the way your body feels, and you're getting the results that you want. That's what an exercise program should do. As an exercise professional, you never want to hurt your client, so the program needs to be safe. It needs to be short. The actual workout time needs to be short. But surely the time that it takes to get results has to be short too, because if people aren't seeing results, they're not likely to stick to their exercise program. So the beautiful thing about strength training is it takes a long time. If you overload your muscles and bones, it takes a fairly long time for them to recover, super compensate and be ready for the next workout. So you don't have to strength train all the time. And for most people, that's really good news. Once a week will probably do it. If you really love to go, you might go twice a week, but listen to your own body. And if you don't go to the gym, if you don't go to your lifting session, if you don't go to your strength training session really excited to lift, I can't wait to lift heavy again, then you probably haven't recovered your endocrine system and your central nervous system. So today's strength training day for me, but I've got sore muscles. I'm tired because I've been working in my garden really hard. So we've come out to the lake with the girls, get some fresh air and some sunshine. They're having an absolutely brilliant time, and I'm listening to my body recover and regenerate and super compensate, and I'm going to live my life to the max. How about you? Live your life logical and to the max. Super duper doo. How are you? Living my life to the max. Healthy, fit and strong. Woohoo!